my strudel!
Just tasted like pie to me.
It's a strudel, you barbarian.
Hello, this is Brandon Zachary with Screen Rant, and I'm here today with the cast of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I'm so happy I get to see you all for this. Gonna throw it to you guys to introduce yourselves to our wonderful audience.
Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob.
Carolyn Lawrence, voice of Sandy.
This microphone is not working right. Roger Bumpus, Squidward.
Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Lawrence Plankton.
Bill Fagerbakke, and I'm Patrick, but I like to go.
Me too.
Work your own side of the street, bub.
Starting off, congratulations on all the things that have been announced lately, all the upcoming projects, and 25 years of SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's announcement on top of announcement on top of announcement. And congratulations on your announcement that you had a kid last year during this
I had a
Comic-Con.
baby. It's
That's
all
why we
good.
didn't see you last year. I
I
wondered. Very nice. I thought maybe you had a falling out with your employers.
No,
money.
no, the baby's just a nice, very good distraction.
Congratulations. So we had this baby 25 years ago of SpongeBob, and it's still trucking along.
Well, kind of starting off.
Still hasn't left the house.
Yeah, it's still kind of living in all of our houses.
Living at home. The pineapple.
Gotta start off because, like, I've got to ask, like, you go outside at San Diego Comic-Con, where we are now, and you'll see SpongeBob literally everywhere, all over downtown San Diego. Yeah. Tom, can you remember the first, like, it's such a global phenomenon now. Do you remember the first time you kind of realized that, oh, this is really blowing up?
You know, it was sort of incremental because, you know, when you're on a show and when you start seeing stuff, that's when you know that maybe the show has some potential to have some legs. So I remember, when I first started seeing, like, you know, one SpongeBob plushie in Toys R Us, you know, or a backpack, or you see a kid, you know, with a SpongeBob T-shirt on, you're like, oh, it's happening. You know, maybe this is happening. Yeah, but I mean, we weren't like the world domination has begun. It was just like, hey, great, maybe we'll get another few months.
Car air fresheners was what I remember.
Yes.
I called car air fresheners with SpongeBob, and I went, oh,
Yes.
Have them too.
Yeah, macaroni. You know, when you see macaroni and cheese and fruit roll-ups, you know, you're like, okay,
SpongeBob boxers.
this bodes well.
Boxers.
Boxer
men's,
shorts.
Men's department. SpongeBob underbritches.
Toilet training kits.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I have
very nice.
You can never be.
You'll be in the market for one of those.
I know,
too.
right?
If you have any extras of those, I'll take them.
I've
That's
almost
not a
finished
joke.
it.
He's almost done.
The SpongeBob talking toilet training kit.
We'll go with that.
Ooh, almost.
You're about to know
Missed it by
SpongeBob in a
that
whole
much.
new way.
But we'll try again next time.
You call that a poop?
Yeah.
Come on, squeeze.
Right in the toilet every time.
I'm not gonna lie, I would buy that. One of the things I've loved about SpongeBob in the last few years, especially, is we've gone to see the franchise expand in so many ways. Like, Bill, you've gone the Patrick Star Show as well,
Right.
which has gone to see SpongeBob was always wacky, goofy, and the Patrick Star Show takes that so much further.
Turns it a bit up there. Yeah. It's a really fun, incredible thing to be involved
Monty
in.
Python was a big influence on how we decided to make the Patrick Show.
That was definitely because I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking, this is a lot of Pee Wee Herman, like SpongeBob Unleashed and
Yep.
Pee Wee Herman
Yeah.
would be shocked at how
Yeah.
And segments, right? It's like Hell's
Yeah.
Poppin', like a review, right?
It's more like a
And-
sketch show, yeah.
Yeah, like a sketch show, which Bullwinkle was too, right? You had Mr. Know-It-All, and then you had the Bullwinkle Adventure, and then it's Peabody and Sherman, and then, you know, there were segments. And the Patrick Show is definitely intertwined threads of segments more than one through-line narrative for 11
You're a
minutes.
Bullwinkle.
Well, I'm slinging the Bullwinkle, that's for sure.
And then, as opposed, we also, Carolyn, we've got the Sandy Cheeks movie coming out too.
Right.
I know. You know what's so funny is every time somebody says it, I'm like, what, really? I still can't quite. Oh my goodness, August 2nd, it's almost here.
It's almost here.
Yeah.
It's Sandy Eve.
It is. I'm so excited, I can't stand it.
12 Days of Sandy.
Yes.
Like, what excited you the most?
On the Hallmark Channel.
Like, what excited you the most when you found out that you were going to not only get to see Sandy fully take the spotlight, but get to do that in such a big feature film where you're trying to save all of Bikini Bottom?
It was amazing to me because I learned 25 years in, you're still learning things about your characters. Things still come up that are new to you, right? And so in the movie, I was like, reading the script, I'm like, oh, she does that. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, wow, look at, so that's part of the excitement for me as a performer, and I also think, hopefully, for the people watching.
Yeah, and that movie has photorealistic. Mostly happens in the real world with
live action stuff.
with live action and
the
animation mixed.
technology, I could watch it and be like, wow, I got lost in it. Like I stopped realizing which was which. Like my brain accepted the live action and the animation as the same
They
thing.
marry really well.
They marry
the two
incredibly
things. And,
well.
yeah, so Sandy takes SpongeBob to Texas with her, and that car chase is great.
Oh my gosh, the car chase
It's
is
like
amazing.
It's like Sandy and the Bandit. It's amazing. Yeah.
And then we've also gone in Kamp Koral, where we've gone to see the early days of SpongeBob and everybody.
Yes.
And Roger, something I love about that series is that we get to see that Squidward has always just kind of been Squidward.
He always has, even as an adolescent. I just wanted to get him going through puberty. He's not, I'm the most intelligent person in the room.
But that would make me curious, like, how badly do you want to just see the high school Squidward show and just see him trying to do...
Oh my gosh, Squidward, the high school years.
Squidward was a grumpy zygote. You realize.
He's now selling oranges at the off-ramp, I think.
Oh, that makes me so. Now, one of the things I do, one of my absolute favorite parts of the show is always to watch Clancy's watch Mr. Krabs try and fail to make more money at every opportunity, because I do think of Mr. Krabs as kind of a Daffy Duck character. You want to root for him, and then it's almost sometimes better to watch him fall on his face. It's like,
Could you say the character's name again?
Oh, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, Mr. Krabs. Could you say Bikini Bottom?
Bikini Bottom.
Bottom.
My wife loves when I do this.
It is pretty hot, bro.
No, we say bottom and it sounds
I
like
would have
nothing.
a baby with you.
Yeah. When British say bottom, it sounds like something.
Could you spell
really
color
great.
for us?
COLO.
You were gonna say it. You were gonna say the U, weren't you?
We got to him.
Sorry, I just.
No, you're fine.
I've just never heard it.
No, pronounce that right.
Mr. Crawl.
We weren't accent shaming.
Oh, no. I'm going to pronounce it that way from now on.
No, don't you dare.
I am.
Plankton.
Don't tell me what to do.
But like, how much fun is it to get to play somebody like Krabs who can go from that like?
Tell us, please.
Love it.
He's a pretty, surprising evening, and then we twist him off with Krabs.
Absolutely.
I don't know what
fantastic.
the question is. What is it like to play him?
Make a funny voice, and you tell him the jokes the way they say.
You just get in touch with your inner KRAWBS.
That's right.
I mean, Laura, something I've always wanted to ask you about Plankton is that, like, I know you kind of had to initially try to fight for the character at the very beginning of the show to kind of like get him, like, trying to convince Steven and everybody, like, this character's great, let's do more with him. What was it about Plankton from the very beginning that made you want to do more of this character?
There's something great about just a guy across the street, causing basically a cola war between the two, restaurants. So there's something fun about a guy who's, megalomaniacal but living, sort of next door in his basement,
What would you know about it? Yep, as usual.
He's the perfect antagonist because he's so little.
Yeah. I don't know if I answered the question, but Plankton.
Now, I do also want to say one of my favorite things SpongeBob's done recently was the NFL commentary that you guys got to do.
That was fun.
Something else.
Like, what other kind of sports would you love to get the chance to kind of just get to watch and see what SpongeBob and the rest of the gang just
Cricket. I would love to call a cricket game just for you. I think I would say curling. I would like to do the play-by-play on the curling because it involves sweeping. SpongeBob likes to clean. There's brooms involved in curling.
Cornhole, which is.
Whoa. Okay.
Just wanted to say cornhole.
Could you say
Parental
cornhole?
advisory. Parental advisory. Yeah. So.
Well, Sandy would like to do women's basketball.
I think that would be
I think some women's basketball would be cool.
I'd like to do competitive quiche.
Squidward. Squidward could do a cooking show. Quiche boss. He could be quiche boss.
Quiche boss.
Yeah.
That is also all the time I've got, unfortunately, because I just want to talk to you guys for another 14 hours and just say everything that Clancy wants me to say.
You're just like all the
When Clancy
rest.
asks you to do something, you gotta have to.
I mean, you got to.
We've been doing that for 25 years. He's an intimidating fellow.
Thank you all so much for taking. Thank you all so much for taking the time. Congratulations again on 25 years of SpongeBob.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Brandon.
And we will see you guys at the next interview with Screen Rant.
We're going
Hi,
back
PJ.
to Bikini Bottom now.
Bikini Bottom now.
Patrick, you gotta come over to Krabs' place. Someone's trying to break in. SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. No, you're Patrick. Please, hurry.